Hello students, this video lecture is for class 8th subject science, lesson 2nd and part 4. In the last video we have learned about the size range of the cells of the different microbes, and in this video we are going to talk about one of the microbes, which is virus. So let's start. The Latin word virus means liquid poison. They are the smallest of all microorganisms. They cannot be seen even with the most powerful microscope working on light. They can be observed with an electron microscope indirectly. It is not clear whether we should call them living or non-living because they do not grow on their own. They are non-cellular structures. They can survive and multiply only inside another host organism, plant or animal cells. They are found in virtually every ecosystem on the earth. These minute life forms are thought to be the most abundant type of biological entity. So what this 6 lines tells us that virus is the word taken from the old language named as Latin, and which means liquid poison, and it is they are the smallest of all microorganisms, that they cannot be seen with the most powerful microscope that work on light. They can only be observed by their action through an electron microscope, and it is not clear whether we should call them living or non-living because they don't have a cellular structures unlike plants or animal cells. They can survive and multiply only inside another host organism, plant or animal cell, and they are found in virtually every ecosystem. And these small life forms are the most abundant type of biological entity in this world. And in next paragraph, the four major distinct structural forms of viruses are rod shaped, polygonal, spherical, or cubical, but their names have been derived from the respective host or diseases they cause. For example, TMV. Now let's move to the next page. And TMV stands for tobacco mosaic virus, which cause foot and mouth disease in cattle. The measles virus causes measles in humans. Flu virus causes flu or viral fever. HIV, which is human immunodeficiency virus, causes fatal disease known as AIDS, which is acquired immune deficiency syndrome in humans. To reproduce themselves, the viruses completely depend on their host cell. As they grow in the number, the host cell eventually bursts. A virus that uses the bacteria as a host is known as bacteriophage. Viruses do not have any cytoplasm, nucleus, or cell membrane, but have genetic material, which is nucleic acid. There is a core of nucleic acid, RNA, or DNA, which is surrounded by a stealth of protein called capsid. So what this paragraph tells us that to reproduce, virus has to enter in the host cell, and when they multiply inside the host cell at the end bursts or collapse. A virus that uses the bacteria as host is known as bacteriophage or bacteria eater. And in this paragraph, it's telling us that viruses do not have any cytoplasm, nucleus, or cell membranes, which gives us the idea that it is not a living organism. But also, in the core, they have nucleic acid, which is RNA, ribonucleic acid, or DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is surrounded by a sheath of protein called capsid. Now here are characteristics of viruses which makes virus a living organism, and characteristics of viruses that make them non-living organism. First, they have genetic material which makes them living organism, and second, B, they grow and multiply but only inside another living cell. So these two characteristics make a virus living organism, but also there are characteristics which make them non-living organisms, such as they do not have any cytoplasm, nucleus, or cell membrane. They can be crystallized like non-living things. Outside a living system, the virus can neither respire nor reproduce. So these are the three characteristics which makes virus look like a non-living organism. So this is enough for today's video. In the next video we will be talking about bacteria. Thank you.